What if I told you that the secret of a long-lasting relationship is not perfect love, not constant happiness, and not even endless romance, but something much deeper that most people ignore until it's too late? Every long-lasting relationship begins with a beautiful feeling called love. In the beginning, everything feels magical. Every message feels special, every conversation feels exciting, and every moment spent together feels like a dream. Two people meet, hearts connect, and suddenly the world feels brighter. But here is something many people do not realize. The secret of a long-lasting relationship is not found in those first exciting moments. It is found in what happens after the excitement slowly fades. Let me tell you a small love story. Two people met and fell deeply in love. In the beginning, they would talk for hours, laugh at the smallest jokes, and promise that nothing would ever separate them. Everything felt perfect. They believed love alone was enough to keep them together forever. But time passed. Life became busy. Responsibilities appeared. Small disagreements started happening. Sometimes they misunderstood each other. Sometimes one of them felt ignored. Sometimes silence replaced the long conversations they once had. This is the moment where many relationships begin to break. But their relationship did not end. Why? Because they discovered something important. Love is not only a feeling. Love is also a decision. Every day they chose to stay. Every day they chose to understand each other. Even when they were angry, they still cared. Even when they disagreed, they still respected each other's hearts. They learned that understanding is more powerful than winning an argument. Instead of trying to prove who was right, they tried to understand why the other person felt hurt. Slowly their love became deeper than before. They also realized that people change over time. Dreams change. Priorities change. Life changes. But the secret is growing together instead of growing apart. They supported each other's dreams, stood together during difficult times, and celebrated even the smallest victories. And of course, they made mistakes. Everyone does. But they discovered another secret: forgiveness. Forgiveness is what protects love from breaking. When you truly love someone, you learn to forgive their imperfections because you know your own heart is not perfect either. And even after many years, they never stopped doing small things for each other. A kind message, a warm hug, a simple, "I appreciate you." These small gestures kept their love alive. Because the truth is, long-lasting relationships are not built on grand romantic moments alone. They are built on patience, understanding, forgiveness, and the choice to love the same person again and again, every single day. When people first fall in love, everything feels effortless. The conversations flow naturally, laughter comes easily, and every moment spent together feels exciting and new. In those early days, love feels like a powerful emotion that simply happens to us. Two hearts meet, feelings grow, and suddenly life seems brighter than before. Many people believe this feeling is the secret to a lasting relationship. But the truth is that feelings alone cannot carry love forever. Feelings change with time. There are days when you feel deeply connected to the person you love, and there are days when stress, misunderstandings, or distance make things feel different. Life brings responsibilities, challenges, and moments of frustration that can slowly weaken the excitement that once felt so strong. This is where the real secret begins to reveal itself. A long-lasting relationship survives not because the feelings remain perfect, but because two people continue choosing each other. Even when things are not perfect, love becomes a decision made every single day. Imagine a couple who have been together for many years. There are mornings when one of them wakes up tired and quiet. There are evenings when disagreements appear over small things. At times, silence replaces the endless conversations they once had. Yet despite these moments, they continue to stand beside each other. Why? Because love is no longer just an emotion for them. It has become a commitment. A conscious choice to care, to stay, and to protect the bond they built together. Choosing love means being patient when your partner is having a difficult day. It means listening even when you feel upset. It means remembering why you chose that person in the first place and valuing the memories you created together. Sometimes choosing love means putting your pride aside and saying sorry first. Sometimes it means supporting your partner during moments when they feel weak or lost. In the beginning, love is driven by emotion. But as time passes, love grows stronger when it is supported by intention. Two people continue to invest their energy, their kindness, and their understanding into the relationship. This daily decision slowly transforms a simple romantic feeling into something deeper, stronger, and more meaningful. One of the most powerful secrets behind a long-lasting relationship is the ability to truly understand each other. In the beginning of love, understanding often feels natural. Two people are curious about one another, asking questions, listening carefully, and learning about each other's dreams, fears, and habits. Every little detail feels interesting because the heart wants to know everything about the person it loves. But as time passes, many couples slowly stop trying to understand each other. Life becomes busy, responsibilities increase, and people sometimes begin assuming they already know everything about their partner. This is where many misunderstandings quietly begin. Understanding someone is not a one-time effort. It is something that must continue throughout the entire relationship. Every person changes with time. Experiences shape us, challenges transform us, and new dreams appear in our lives. The person you loved yesterday may grow into someone slightly different tomorrow, and a healthy relationship allows space for that growth. Imagine a moment when one partner comes home feeling silent and distant. Without understanding, the other person might think they are being ignored or unloved. But if they choose to understand instead of reacting quickly, they may discover that their partner is simply tired, worried about work, or dealing with something emotionally difficult. This small shift in perspective can protect love from unnecessary conflict. Understanding also means listening not just to words but to emotions. Sometimes people cannot clearly express what they feel. Their tone changes, their silence grows longer, or their energy feels different. A loving partner pays attention to these quiet signals. When someone feels truly understood, they feel safe. They feel accepted for who they are, including their imperfections and vulnerabilities. This emotional safety strengthens the connection between two hearts. In many relationships, arguments happen not because people stop loving each other, but because they stop understanding each other's feelings. One person wants attention while the other is asking for space. One person needs reassurance while the other struggles to express emotions. When both partners try to understand instead of trying to win arguments, love becomes calmer and deeper. They begin asking questions instead of making accusations. They listen instead of reacting immediately. Slowly, the relationship transforms into a place where both people feel seen, heard, and valued. One of the quiet challenges that many relationships face is change. Life never stays the same, and neither do people. As time passes, individuals grow, learn new things, face different struggles, and develop new dreams. This natural process of growth can either strengthen a relationship or slowly create distance between two people. At the beginning of love, two people often feel perfectly aligned. They share excitement, spend most of their time together, and imagine a future that looks the same in both of their hearts. In those moments, it feels as if nothing will ever change. But life slowly begins to move forward. Careers begin to demand attention. Personal ambitions start to grow. Responsibilities increase, and sometimes unexpected challenges appear. During these moments, each person continues to grow as an individual. The real secret of a long-lasting relationship is learning how to grow together instead of growing apart. Imagine two people walking on a long road together. If they continue walking side by side, supporting each other and adjusting their steps when needed, the journey becomes meaningful and connected. But if one person starts walking in a completely different direction without the other noticing, the distance between them slowly becomes larger. Growing together means staying involved in each other's lives even as things change. It means celebrating your partner's achievements, encouraging their dreams, and standing beside them when life becomes difficult. Sometimes one partner may want to learn something new, start a different career path, or explore a personal passion. Instead of feeling threatened by these changes, a loving relationship creates space for growth while still protecting the bond between two hearts. It also means continuing to create shared experiences. Couples who grow together keep building memories. They talk about their future, plan things together, and remain curious about each other's lives. They ask questions like, "What do you dream about now?" Or, "What do you want to achieve next?" These conversations keep the connection alive and prevent the relationship from becoming distant. Growing together also requires patience. There will be moments when one partner grows faster emotionally or personally than the other. Instead of judging or creating pressure, love allows room for understanding and support. Slowly, the relationship becomes more than just two people who once fell in love. It becomes a partnership where both individuals continue evolving while staying connected through trust, encouragement, and shared purpose. No relationship is perfect. No matter how deeply two people love each other, there will always be moments of mistakes, misunderstandings, and emotional pain. Sometimes the hurt comes from small things like forgotten promises or careless words. Other times it comes from deeper disappointments that leave a mark on the heart. In the early stages of love, many people believe that true love means never hurting each other. They imagine that if two people truly care, everything will always remain peaceful and beautiful. But real love is not free from mistakes. Real love is built on how two people handle those mistakes when they happen. This is where forgiveness becomes one of the most powerful secrets of a long-lasting relationship. Forgiveness is the quiet strength that protects love when emotions become heavy. It allows two people to move forward instead of staying trapped in past pain. Imagine a moment when one partner says something hurtful during an argument. The words were spoken in anger, but they leave a wound in the other person's heart. Without forgiveness, that wound can slowly grow into resentment. Each memory of that moment becomes heavier with time. But forgiveness softens that weight. Forgiving someone does not mean pretending the pain never happened. It means choosing not to let that pain destroy the relationship. It means recognizing that the person you love is human, imperfect, and capable of making mistakes just like you. In strong relationships, both partners understand this truth. They know that holding on to anger for too long creates distance between hearts. Instead of building walls, they choose to rebuild trust. Forgiveness often begins with honest communication. One person admits their mistake and takes responsibility for the hurt they caused. The other person listens, expresses their feelings, and slowly allows healing to take place. This process is not always easy. Pride sometimes makes people hold on to their pain. Ego sometimes whispers that forgiving first means losing. But love teaches something different. Love teaches humility. When two people truly care about each other, they realize that protecting the relationship is more important than protecting their pride. They learn to apologize sincerely and to forgive sincerely. Over time, forgiveness becomes a quiet habit in their relationship. It allows them to move beyond arguments, release past disappointments, and keep their hearts open to each other. In many relationships, people believe that love must always be shown through big romantic gestures. They imagine grand surprises, expensive gifts, or dramatic moments that prove how deeply someone cares. While those moments can feel beautiful and exciting, they are not the true foundation of a long-lasting relationship. The real strength of love often lives in the smallest and simplest actions. At the beginning of a relationship, couples naturally express affection in many ways. They send thoughtful messages, stay up late talking, laugh together about little things, and show excitement just to spend time together. These small expressions make the relationship feel alive and meaningful. But as time passes, life slowly becomes busier. Work, responsibilities, stress, and daily routines start to take up more space in people's lives. Without realizing it, many couples stop doing the small things that once made their connection feel special. They begin to assume that their partner already knows they are loved. However, love needs to be expressed continuously. Even the strongest relationship needs gentle reminders that the connection still matters. Small gestures have a powerful emotional impact. A simple message during the day asking how your partner is feeling can brighten their mood. A warm hug after a long day can quietly remove stress from the heart. A kind compliment or a few words of appreciation can remind someone that they are still valued and cherished. These moments may appear small, but they slowly build emotional closeness. Imagine a couple who has been together for many years. Their life may look ordinary from the outside. They may not celebrate love with grand displays or dramatic surprises. But every morning they greet each other warmly. They listen to each other's stories about the day. They remember little details about each other's likes and dislikes. Sometimes one of them prepares a favorite meal just to make the other smile. Sometimes they share a quiet conversation late at night when the world feels calm. Sometimes they simply sit together in comfortable silence, feeling peaceful in each other's presence. These small acts become daily reminders that love is still present. Over time, these gentle expressions create a strong emotional bond that keeps the relationship alive. The connection does not depend on occasional grand moments but on consistent kindness, care, and attention that continues to flow between two hearts.